Órale, Cholo Trucker Mas Movies and Shows, and here we got the movie The Guilty. Now, The Guilty is an hour and 30 minutes long. Starring Jake Gyllenhaal. I've never heard of this movie. I never have, man. I think maybe now that I'm thinking about it, it may have crossed my feed once or twice, but I never clicked on it till now. Now, the guilty, well, Rotten Tomatoes says that 74%. And let's get to the description. A troubled police detective demoted to 911 operator duty scrambles to save a distressed caller during a harrowing day of revelations and reckonings. All right. Yes, but there's much more to this movie. You can find this movie on Netflix. That is where I saw it, and to the best of my knowledge, that's the only place you can see it. That it is a Netflix movie. So, okay, yeah, man. You know what? This was one heck of a thriller and a frustrating movie as well. So, when the movie first starts, you do understand that there's something going on with Joe, played by Jake Gyllenhaal. You do understand that there's something going on, something in his past, something, right? Because LA Times is trying to get his story. They're calling him. There's a reporter from LA Times trying to call him, trying to get his story. People talking about, hey, good luck in court tomorrow. And he is an officer, but yes, he has been demoted to 911 operator. So, but you don't know, hey, what's going on? Like, what's up with this guy, right? Um, he has I guess, the night shift, and there's a big fire going on in SoCal. I'm from SoCal, and yes, we do have wildfires out here. Um, he gets this phone call from this lady, Emily. Emily is distressed. She's crying. She's freaked out, and she's pretending to talk to her daughter. And Jake Gyllenhaal, Joe, picks up on it, and he realizes, oh, she's been abducted, right? So he's trying to get as much information as he can from her while she's over there pretending that she's talking to her daughter, right? But she can't give too much away. So Joe, he's doing a pretty good job getting as much information as he possibly can, going back and forth. The thing with him is he had just been demoted to 911 operator. And something that's different between him and from what I see everybody else, even though it doesn't really show too many of the other operators in the movie, he seems to get attached. He does, where everybody just kind of sees it as a job. To the best from what I was able to gather, it just seems like, hey, we clock in. Oh, somebody's been abducted, somebody's been murdered, somebody's yeah, all right, whatever. Oh, it's lunchtime, lunchtime. Or hey, it's time to clock out. Oh well, if this gets solved, if it doesn't, heck, it's not my problem. I came in here and I did my job. Somebody asked for help, I sent the help, the fire department, whoever it may be. Where Joe, he actually gets attached, like, no, screw that. Like, we gotta solve this. And, in the midst of all that, he's dealing with CHP, he's dealing with so many people in law enforcement. And yeah, at some point they're like, hey, why are you calling? Like, do you have an update? If you don't have an update, then let everybody do their job. This is not your job. Your job is just you're a 911 operator. Okay, you're not here to solve the crime. So, yeah, it does get kind of frustrating. Look, he does a great job. I like Jake Gyllenhaal. He's a great actor. And most of the movie is just him with a headset on, just talking. That's most of the movie. You really don't have many other characters. Even characters that he's talking to on the phone, you don't see their face. And I'm going to take it as this: it's a thriller, it's fun, yes. However, at some point, you get a little tired. At least I did. I started getting a little bit drained with the phone calls and I was kind of hoping at some point he'd just kind of be like, all right, you know what? I'm kind of done here. However, as the movie does go along and more light starts getting shed into on this phone call and what's really going on and the story that starts opening up, you're like, oh wow. It does kind of blow your mind a little bit, like, oh snap. Like that's not what I thought was happening. So it's a little bit of a frustrating movie to sit down and watch, but it is thrilling. It is capturing enough, man. I enjoyed it. I don't regret watching it, man. Do I recommend it? Yeah, I do. But it's not a must watch. Like I said, it does kind of get you frustrated sometimes, and he just gets too attached. And it's like, good gosh, man, get your emotions in check, brother. But you really don't know what's going on with him, with Joe. You're like, what's going on with Joe? Eventually you do find out, you're like, oh wow, this guy's really going through it. Okay, man, got it. Okay, understood. So I liked it. I liked it. It was they could have got some of the frustrating parts out, but I guess that's what made it part of the movie. But yeah, man, yeah, I enjoyed it. That is Jake Gyllenhaal in The Guilty. Total Choker, Monster Movies and Shows. Catch you guys on next one.